Alright, resuming. I've got all the dogs in bed. So, I can continue to play my battle brothers. Adult responsibilities taken care of. I don't think I'm too worried about necro savants with this squad. Feeling sufficiently defended everywhere. This is maybe slightly the wild card, but I think he's got such a big health or hit point total. It's not a problem. This guy, as long as he remains center of the formation and doesn't get isolated, should be fine as well. Cool. Let's do it. I suppose I should pull something out that's not a Catal. Actually, maybe I'll throw a 0 fatigue weapon over on the old tank. Maybe that's more relevant. Wish the game would remember the B button that I like to press, that I always press it every time. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that along the edges is like on the back line is not where my nimble bros are. So they're here and here. I'm wondering if I should wait with everyone or like my dodge. I'll wait with everyone. Let's see where the necro savants go, and then we'll assess from there. This is so tempting, though. I mean, to be fair, that does give everyone confidence, so that was 10 out of 10 would reap again. Alright, on the tank. You love to see it. Up against a vulnerable bro. You don't love to see it. Okay. Up around one of these nimble bros. You don't love to see it. Okay, procced 9 lives there already. Not quite there. Stunned and 9 lives. I suppose here I should pull out my dagger. 2 stabs, 2 misses. think this guy's probably okay if he gets a little surrounded. Let's see. Don't have enough for reap. So I should have left the banner out. It has a slightly higher hit chance. That's actually a small but, I mean, insignificant-ish, but not totally meaningless misplay. I suppose I go here to attack that one. Okay. Dang. Okay. Gotta make sure that guy's defended. And then I think I'm fine. Okay. A lot of 9 lives procs. I think I'm still basically safe everywhere. Hey, 2 Necro Savants in 1 turn. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. Alright. A team of big bonkers did some big bonkins. Killed themselves some undeads. Gained a little levelage. You don't want to see a +1 MDef on your fatigue neutral, but sometimes that's how it is. Go ahead and grab Underdog. See, how's my tools situation? Using 69. Putting 69 of them tools to good use. Giggity. Okay. I wonder if I want to stop by Scharfenberg on my way to Adlerfest. Maybe I'll go to Adlerfest first. What I'm thinking is I want to stop by a weaponsmith to purchase long axes. I just, crazy as it may seem, the long axe is something I need. That's one way to get them. So maybe the Briggies will have a long axe for me. We shall see. the butcher. Fresh meat. Alright, I've got melee contact with just exactly one bro, the tank. So I have a feeling, though they waited so they won't do it now, next round they should do just like that. And leave their little barricades to come and foolishly fight me. The leader was the first to fall. Poor brigand's just getting run over. I've been pretty lazy about using the right weapon on my polearm bro for the right situation for single target or whether I want to reap. Hasn't really been a situation that mattered all that much, so. Alright, no long axes. Very sad. Don't these briggies know that I need the long axe? Okay, and here, HP or resolve. I could see going either way. They're both very important. Kind of a resolve stan, if we're being honest. So, pretty keen to click the resolve button in a tie between HP and resolve, assuming there's at least a good toe hold of hit points to keep the bro safe. Okay. Got a fancy helmet for sale that I'm not going to buy. No long axes for sale. Well, dang. Gee dang. Decent sale price here though. I suppose, do I need the Shimmering Ashes for anything? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to be crafting any happy powder for the team. So I think I'll just sell everything. Gonna get training on everyone. That's relevant to train, which is most of the squad. Is there any reason for me to keep that +4? I don't think so. Let's say the -4 helmet. Alright, we got plenty of food, actually. Got another veteran level on the tank. Keep bumping up that resolve. Okay, so gonna stop by Weitblicht, and then I'm gonna go to Scharfenberg, and then I'll sweep down south from there, I think. I don't know, is it worth going out of my way to that weaponsmith? I don't know how else I'm gonna get the long axes, other than buying them, since the briggies aren't dropping them. And I do always like being in the south, or returning to the south by, you know, day 135 to 140. So, wow, this place has a lot going on. So maybe I'll just quick scout this area and go to Hikma. Are there any weaponsmiths in here? Nope. Well, down south we go. Oh, right, I was going to use the training hall there. Whoops, I did not. I think it'll be fine. I think I should probably be able to hit level 11 on enough bros that I can field a whole squad. I have to kind of decide who exactly I want to bring to the Monolith. Definitely this guy I want to get up to level 11 because he is very good. So maybe to ensure that I should just drink this potion of knowledge now. Convinced? This guy also would be really great to bring. They're all pretty good, if we're being honest. I've just got some real good bros here. It's kind of making the throwers look underwhelming to bring to the Monolith. I often do bring them, that is. But they might just sit at home. Maybe one of them, just for the utility of being able to throw fire pots to finish off Necro Savants. That is not to be underestimated. That's pretty good. Relatively small necromancer camp here. Certainly we've been fighting bigger ones most recently. There's our resident Geist friends, spooky ghosts. Not even a necromancer, huh? What a sad camp. Let me at that ghost. Let me at him. Okay, we did have a morale break here where it just simply should not have happened. What a coward. That's right, we're going without rally because well, I'm foolish. That's why. Oh, whoops. Absentmindedly just attacking my own guy. The tank is a break-in. So I have to head up and resolve that. Hey, he got the Geist. I love that animation when the head absolutely goes airborne. It's a nice one. Okay. We'll just finish off that wiederganger and collect our paltry loot and move on. Alright, we can take this opportunity to complete our ambition. I wonder how our... Oh, hey! The final retinue slot. I wonder how long Fabled. So I think that's where you get it. So now... Let's see, who do I have? I've got all the ones that really matter. So now this is just sort of a luxury one. I could do the Alchemist for the express purpose of seeing if I can craft a second Lindworm cloak from the Lindworm component that I've got, and then just kind of make the most use of the components generally. That's probably the highest value play, actually. Found myself doing this a couple times right near the end of a run. Alright, so now I can do just a couple cute little goblin camps. Get the final ambition here completed. Haven't seen too many champion goblins, which is too bad. They're kind of a fun enemy to fight. Always a delight. And it can be nice to get, you know, some of the named goblin gear is legit good. I don't know, it has a terrible reputation, I think, in the community, but I think a lot of it is actually really quite useful. for a variety of purposes. It's never going to have the damage of an orc cleaver, but what does? Basically nothing, other than an orc cleaver. But damage is not everything in this game. That's for sure. Okay, we'll let that last guy go. Wow, he only then decided to run. He was good before he was the last one, apparently. Okay, we'll take a peek on this mountain, get a little viewing radius, and then there's another goblin camp over here. Could maybe scoot around the right side to go towards it. And do I want to get the big cart now? Maybe not. Really won't have enough campaign left to maybe really make good use of it anyway. So I think I'm going to hop on over on one of these big old mountains. Fortunately, just a random hunting group, which I'm not going to chase into the mountains, but I will fight this goblin camp. A shaman, so given that it is evening, I may as well just wait the last little bit and let it become nighttime. I'll leave the ranged bros at home. And nighttime is here. Cool. So if you attack a goblin camp at nighttime, the shaman will start out not... Basically, if you get him to do anything except put your guys in a bunch of brambles, you're happy. So I'm going to run the tank forward. Draw out whatever arrow fire they want to shoot at him. Then we'll bring everyone else up. And I'm going to do my best to sort of scatter into little chunks of like 3 or so. So that the shaman doesn't have too juicy of a, too juicy of a target to put in his obnoxious brambles. So I might do the 4 on the bottom. I don't know what he'll do. We'll see. He could do this group of 4 here. Maybe that's more likely. There's probably a proximity element to his AI target selection. I don't know. Okay. Throw down a dog, give him a whack. Nice. I do enjoy that the goblin pike can one-shot the ambushers. Feels very apropos. Tank's taking some knocks. A bit surprised they're able to hit him as often as they were. I suppose he is in a net. Okay, not too many of them left, just 9. Always will take an opportunity to bonk the shaman if I get the opportunity. Kind of sounds like a children's game, Bonk the Shaman. Could have gotten melee range of the shaman and didn't. Oopsie. Hopefully I'll get an opportunity to get in his face and not let him run, or whoops, ended turn forgetting about the secondary spawn. Alright. Very clean little fight against some goblins. Completed the ambition. Might just take the opportunity to sort of sweep this rightmost side of the desert. A little bit far from that southern city. Oh! Aha! So there is Goblin City. Interesting place for it to spawn. What's the plan? Well, we're not gonna do it, most likely. But, is what it is. See if we see any, like, nomad tent cities along the edge of the desert here. Looks like not. Just some other stuff. Oh, I guess here's a cute little group of nomads. Not much of one. Kind of pitiful, really. Do they even have a leader? No. Not seeing one. Mostly just a bunch of cutthroats. Not many enemies left. When all was said and done, they turned to run. I suppose that guy with the spear did pretty decent damage to the nimble bro, actually. May as well finish this guy off while I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get the card upgrade. Why not? It definitely won't pay for itself over the course of this ending, but that's okay. I guess I can defeat a mercenary company. There's a few of those still around. I could try to participate in the Holy War. It probably won't last too much longer, but I think I'm okay. Let's see, what's the tool situation? Alright. We'll probably make a little journey down into this southern part of desert. How's food? Good. Before heading to Hikmah. Tank got a pierced chest. That's no good. So I'm just seeing if there's serpents. I don't care about those. Scorched ruins. Basically just taking all the fights we see to keep leveling up. Just gonna see if there was a Nomad Sea of Tents maybe, but haven't really been able to find those. I don't know where they are. I don't know if the game always spawns a set number or how that works exactly. The nomads are hard to hit with their dodge. Cutthroats gain it at day 35, and outlaws gain it on day 40. And they've got pretty decent initiative, so dodge amounts to a pretty good amount of survivability for them in the end. But my bros are much, much, much stronger than nomads at this point. Hey, Imperio, how's it going? How's your evening going? Or daytime, wherever it is, wherever you are. Noonish? Okay. So you must be in Australia. I can embarrass myself with a terrible Australian accent. Australia. Have a cuppa. Yeah, it's probably noonish there. That seems probably right. Oh, South Korea, hey. I lived in South Korea for a year teaching English, and I loved it. And I did a study abroad there. I visit every couple years because I have friends there still. Got other English teachers and then a bunch of my just Korean buddies. It's a pretty nice place, and I love the food. I absolutely love Korean food. 한국말 조금밖에 못해요. 그래서 아마도 I don't know. Sometimes I can understand it better than I can speak it. I can do the things that I need to, like order at a restaurant. Oh, hey, the Curious Shipwreck. So like I've gotten really good at like 맥주 주세요. Please give me a beer. I've got that one down. But what are you doing in South Korea? What's the story there? And where at in South Korea? I lived in Seoul, but I visited a lot of the country. There's still definitely places I haven't been, but I visited a lot of the like coastal seaside towns just because they're like nice to travel to. And I traveled to Jirisan and a few other mountains just for some hiking trips. Daejeon. Where the hell is Daejeon? Daejeon is... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely one that I have not been to. I have been to Gwangju and Daegu. Those are probably the only other bigger inland cities other than Seoul that I've been to. What are you studying, if you don't mind me asking? The documentary Train to Busan. That's I really like that movie a lot. It's a good one. There was a Korean show that was like a high school that got infested by zombies. I cannot remember the name of it. I think the English translated title was like All of Us Are Dead or something. That I watched a couple years ago and that was really good. Oh, mathematics? Nice. That's cool. Postdoc in math in South Korea. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish my mathematics, especially my ability to like articulate myself mathematically, were better. Because there's a lot of like ideas in math that I like try to communicate when talking about like strategy games, and I do a terrible job because I just don't know the right, like, I don't know the right way to say stuff, or the right way to articulate myself mathematically. Because there's a lot of stuff with like probabilities that are very relevant to like some of my nerdy gaming interests that like I'll have an understanding of, or feel like I have maybe an intuition that I feel confident in, but I don't have the like rigor to like prove it to myself. I've spent a lot of time in Turtles Battle Simulator to prove certain things to myself as well. It's just like a little Python script that you can simulate certain battles, but then there's certain things it can't. There's lots of things it cannot do, so. Like it doesn't have anything to do with like hit chance or, you know, certain failure cases, or I don't know. There's just certain things it can't do. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not killing any of the T2 nachos right now, unless they're diving into a spear wall. Okay, so everyone's running. Yeah, pretty clean. Hopefully this guy doesn't, Okay, good. Last time I fought Nachos in the arena, it went pretty clean, except that, like, I killed a Nacho into spear wall, and then the second one died on that same hex, and then his corpse shot out, and then one of the Nachos was able to eat that one that I couldn't protect, and that was disappointing. Oh god. 9 large ones? That's... Yeah, the Nacho fight in the arena is actually... I mean, honestly, maybe the right thing for me at this point in my run is just to not do Nacho fights in the arena, because they are probably the scariest. They're one of the riskiest for sure. Oh yeah, if you don't have spear mastery, it's a dicey proposition, that's for sure. Let's see, what do I want to have my last perk here? I'm kind of near, like, running near the end of my run, where I'm sort of thinking of, like, preparing just for the Monolith fight specifically. Basically over-preparing, if we're being honest. There's not really anything that this guy needs. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still, you know, still day 123, and I don't, my sort of deadline, self-imposed deadline that I set for myself is day 150, so got a little bit of time. There's a few bros that I want to try to get leveled up a little bit more to try to hit level 11 before then, so I definitely want to get some fights. I mean, I could do some of those contracts to fight the big northern armies. Maybe that's a good way of doing it, but I don't know. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, I'm definitely ready. Like, the squad can do it. I'm just kind of just over preparing. The main thing is I want to hit level 11 on some of these bros that would just get a ton of benefit from it, because some of them like don't have forged yet, you know, stuff like that. Well, on this guy I might just get something to increase his hit chance, so I might just take Backstabber kind of as a patch perk. And I'll just go ahead and sell the Golden Goose. Definitely gonna buy some of the goodies from the Alchemist and a bunch of tools. And I'll probably just fill up to 150. A little bit of food. And I'm going to take that contract to defend the abandoned fortress from northern incursions. I think that'll be a really good way to get a bunch of experience on the squad. Let's see, okay, I treated that injury. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Let's do it. And then I'm going to give the Potion of Experience or Knowledge. I love Zweihander hats. They not only are very good in practically named items, but like this guy could use one, obviously, but they look very nice. They've got that little feather. There's obviously some chainmail rivets on the side. They're like, are they like 160 durability? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like way above rate. So I feel very good about Zweihander hats, and I would love to have one. So I'm going to give the Potion of Knowledge to this guy, because he's who I probably care about getting to level 11 the most. Orc Marauders? What are you guys doing here? Yeah, he's really good. He's like excellent. He was one that I purchased specifically just to get the equipment that he had, because he had the 300 Oathbringer set. And it turned out to just be a really good bro. Alright, so we got pretty good terrain for the fortress. Usually it's good, but Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely expensive. I think I had the recruiter at the time, so he wasn't quite that expensive. Oh yeah, absolutely. The event where the Oath Taker is like giving up on things when you can afford it. I suppose the event probably doesn't even proc if you don't have that amount of money. I don't know what the constraints are for it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the conditions for it to even fire, but... Let's see, they have 2 standard bearers, which is kind of nutty. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It seemed like one of those events that, yeah, the game wouldn't proc if you didn't have the money, but yeah, for sure. And if if the way it's written is you have to have exactly 9,000 or whatever, then, you're not going to go bankrupt to do it if you're far from civilization and you're just going to make your squad unhappy. See, I got one Zweihander's helmet, it looks like right there, and I think the other one looks like just the duelist's cap on the top Zweihander. Not gonna have the luxury of trying to dagger him down or farm it, but we can be hopeful that it'll make itself available. I suppose I should kill that top Zweihander before he can do much damage. It's a pretty big army, that's for sure. The tricky thing about a lot of these fights in like the noble and holy war is that they chain them back to back, and it can be pretty hard to manage your tools and your bro's health between fights. So hopefully I'll be able to complete this whole contract without any fights I just can't take. Yeah, Noble War. I feel like a lot of the protracted fights in Noble War are a little bit different because you get like another noble army to help you kind of as soon as you start to get worn down a little bit, whereas in the Holy War that doesn't happen. Ooh, there's that mass route. That's what I want to see. See, make sure I get in melee range of their standard bearer so he doesn't suddenly decide to regain his confidence and rally everyone. That would be sad. Alright, well, enemy's basically all doomed at this point. Okay, that was reasonably clean. Nothing really too noteworthy in the loot. Did not get that duelist's hat, but there may be another opportunity, because of course there's gonna be another assault. Okay, so dodge, fatigue, neutral, axe bro. Got his last level. So I'm gonna just try to pump melee defense as much as possible, including the 3/4 of a point of defense from initiative there. And last perk won't be useful in the Monolith, but Fearsome would be super useful in the like upcoming fight or two. I might do still just a little bit of fighting before Monolith. What day is it? 123? I got a little time. The other thing I could take would just be like either Fort Mind or Backstabber, Killing Frenzy, Fearsome, Reach Advantage. I'll just go Fearsome. Same deal here. Just going to keep pumping up the defenses. Here we'll just get Forge. Alright, is there anyone that I need to cycle out before the next fight? Could give this guy a break. Maybe this guy too. Have a bit more a lighter sort of front line of fatigue neutrals, but I think that's okay. Okay. There it is. Pretty similar to last fight, actually. Only now it is daytime, so I guess that's a little different. How do I feel about that guy occupying the hex? Probably not bad. I feel like he can take that just fine. At least for a little while. Okay, try to snipe their standard bearer and fail, but it's the thought that counts. At least it's like Christmas, you know? I think because they have so many ranged bros, they're being a little apprehensive about charging in too aggressively. But to me, it just kind of seems like all their bill hooks and stuff are hanging back, so I'm totally good with it. I keep trying to shoot their standard bearer. So far this is going pretty smoothly. Oh, rude. That was my high ground spot. Still trying and failing to snipe that standard bearer, but I'll make sure I kill those military picks as I'm able, since those are what's going to do by far the most damage to my forge bros. Those cute little arming swords and such aren't going to do much. I guess that guy's helmet's scuffed up enough. I don't think I should have moved there. It is unlikely to be punished, but should not have moved there regardless. Nice. They're starting to run away. I don't want too many to get away, if I can help it. Those last two are probably just getting away. I don't think I'm gonna stop them. Alright, that was pretty nice. No Zweihander's helmet. Too bad. I always take the +1 in melee defense for the axe or the fatigue neutrals. Let's see. Anyone else need to get cycled out? This guy probably does, though what I could do... No. I was gonna say swap their armors, but... Could do something like that. I think I want this guy to probably be the one with the attachment that gives a morale debuff anyway. It just makes sense to me. Okay. Another big old northern army. Let's do it. The team is euphoric. Some of us. Some of the team is euphoric. Have no reason to make this fight play out, much differently from the previous. I do about the same stuff with about the same positioning. Maybe I don't have a bro take that hex, for example. Might avoid that. The cover everywhere. This guy's defensive enough. I could probably just put him in a slightly more aggressive position. I think that'd be fine. Be a nice place to send my mace bro. Give that guy a bonk. Okay. Love seeing the standard bearer out front. Definitely want to take advantage of that. Definitely don't want to just walk down with this guy though. Nice. This Nimble Bro actually might even be more tanky than this Fatigue Neutral with kind of scuffed armor. Probably is. You know, I think I just get all the way up in there. Try to give him a little stab. Get the old knife under the armor. The old knife under the armor trick. Didn't work, but I tried. Dang. Really trying to kind of aggressively kill this banner, but it just isn't happening. I think I should push this guy down though. Makes sense to me. Hey, okay, got him. Once I prevent those rallies, now that their morale is starting to sort of gently fail everywhere, that can be an opportunity to just make it all cascade. There we go, there's one. And would you believe it, there's two! Why did I think that would be a better shot? I thought I could get another one down. There we go. That's kind of the morale cascade failure-ish. A lot of them are not in melee range though, so they can run. There we go. Gee dang. Oh shoot, I thought I could step down there. Whoopsie. Don't want too many to run away. I want to take out as many as I can. Definitely don't want to let 7 of them run. Dang, if you can like break their leg on their way out, you can prevent them from fleeing that way sometimes. It's a very cute thing when you can do it. Okay, so that guy's getting out. Already did get out? Already did get out. Okay. And no Zweihander's helmet. Scale armors, whatever. Disappointing. Alright, let's get rid of food that's about to go bad, and quivers. 2 medical supplies, some quivers. Don't need knives. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly correct. I would have taken a Zweihander's helmet. But yeah, experience is ultimately what I wanted, and ultimately what I got. But quite a bit of, anyway. It's kind of the whole reason I took the mission. I have now made an enemy of the North, which is kind of whatever. Pretty inconsequential. And what was this one? Conquer the Fallen Star. Maybe I'll do that one. Be more opportunities to participate. Okay. Any long axe for sale? Not enough time passed for any of this to change, which is too bad. Okay, let's see what the arena fight is. 3 glads? Sure. You know, I don't know if a knight could be in that one. I would love if it could, because the either Dakota plates or their decorated full helm would be excellent. Alright, who do I want to bring to fight Glads? And who do I want to get arena victories? Probably have my banner keep doing it. And I can have this guy too, actually. That's fine. Yeah, for sure. Knights, yep, I agree with that analysis. A hedge knight out in the wild with a battle axe is pretty frightening to try to dagger down. swap a couple armors real quick before I do this arena fight. I'm just gonna keep this guy hanging back nice and safely like. Okay, so the Glad with the big ol' bonk is definitely the most frightening, without question. And as crazy as this might seem, no, I'm gonna move. I was thinking about just throwing a fire pot here, but should be safe from letting him get in melee contact from there. Okay. Glad I missed. Yeah, that is a relief. I mean, he's got such incredibly good armor, I don't think it would have been too big a deal, but still not what I would have wanted. Yeah. The big, yeah. Well, that's a good question. It probably wouldn't injure him, but I am, I don't know, famously or infamously, a much bigger believer in 9 lives over Steel Brow as head protection for being a bit more generally useful in allowing your team to bail out that bro, but very notably, enemies like that particular gladiator, if they get a two-handed flanged mace hit to the head, it probably could cause an injury. It would definitely could cause a minor injury, which the minor head injuries aren't that big a deal. It's the major head injuries of like concussion or cracked skull or whatever it's called that are the really bad ones. I don't think it can probably cause one of those. Yeah, I suspect that with the 310 helmet and 64% forged, so it doesn't lose as much durability, and 92 hit points, it probably barely, I would guess it meets the injury threshold for a minor injury, but not a major injury. That's my prediction. And I might just give this guy... Yeah, Yeah, glads don't have any damage perk, right? Yeah. Well, and even if, yeah, I guess there's a handful of enemies like sword masters that just like do more damage. Obviously, enemies like chosen or whatever that have executioner. Enemies with executioner, obviously, that's like its own thing. Yeah, Hedge Knights and Executioners just have a damage perk, right? Just like when they've got like, yeah, Devastating Strikes. I think Ancient, Champion Ancient Honor Guards have that too. There's a handful of enemies, like real random ones that have that. Probably just give this guy. You know, I might give him Fort Mind. 59 is good resolve, but I feel better if it's even higher. Best perk in the game, yeah, just flat damage, no condition on it. Seems good. Would you like to have damage that's even better than huge and or drunk? Well, maybe not and or, just or drunk while having no downside? I don't know, the one that's, what's the, I think there's a perk that enemy, like Swordmasters have called Battle Flow, where they regain their, it's like recover that happens on kill. That's pretty good. Yeah, you could make an absolutely insane team with Battle Flow, for sure. Okay, I think I'm going to go to Kabira here, because I want to get more consumables. Are they? That's not my understanding. I thought that the injury was just based on the HP damage. I didn't think that head hits treated it any differently. Just the fact that they do more HP damage. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess I've got a team that could do Monolith already lined up here that is now all hit level 11. That probably would be sufficiently good. I'm still gonna milk the last little bit of time. Enjoy being overpowered before whenever it is I start my next run and become wimpy again. Buy my second wind potion and cat potion and such. Oh yeah, that's right, and I've got stuff I can craft. And I did get the alchemist, so maybe I can get more than one Lindworm Scale cloak out of this Lindworm Scales. But I can't. Dang. Not 100% sure what I'm going to put it on. There's an injury multiplier of 1.25 for head hits. So, does that apply in addition? I guess I didn't even know about this. As in, let's say there's a head hit, and after the damage calculation is all done, it does, let's say the bro has 100 hit points, and it does 20 damage. Does that mean that it would actually do, it only did 20 damage of HP damage, but it would do, 5/4 of that. So in other words, 25 damage and cause, and hit the 25% HP threshold for a minor injury. Is that the case? Really, I did not know that existed. Huh. That's crazy, if so. Escort a caravan to Hikmah? I actually think I probably will do that, because then it resupplies. I can do more fights in the arena and possibly buy more stuff from the alchemist. Should I buy a 290 helmet to replace the 255s? I think I may as well. No, maybe not. If I have those two, if this ends up being my lineup, I can just sort of keep these two as an emergency backup just in case something terrible happens. I feel like this would be a pretty good squad to bring. Yeah. So maybe I don't buy that. But I am going to take this. Really? So it could be close. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, my Really? I'm kind of surprised by that. But I suppose a two-handed flanged mace is... if there's any weapon that's going to cause an injury, it will. It can do 50% damage but not cause a major injury? So wait, why? Isn't that the only condition? Just that... or is... Oh, yeah, no, you can do a severe concussion. Well, I think you have to do the whole... I mean, you've got to go through the whole damage calculation. Yeah, so... well, and notably, so I think this is something a lot of people miss. The reduction from armor happens before the critical hit multiplier. So that crit multiplier of 1.5 happens after everything else. So... so if we assume a max roll, we can kind of do this super quick, because this is kind of interesting. Right, so 200 flanged mace, let's say it does max roll. Actually I might, yeah, we'll have it do, for super simple math, I'm gonna have it do kind of a below average roll, but just to give the easiest number possible. Let's say it rolled 80 on both armor and HP damage. It gets its plus 20 damage, so it'll do 100. So let's just say that's what it rolls. So it will do 125 armor damage away. Yeah, there are two rolls, but I'm going to simplify and say they roll the exact same number. So 310 takes 125 damage, but actually takes only 64% of that. 5 times 0.64. So it takes 80. How convenient. So 80 lost durability. So 310 minus 80. I guess I could probably do that one in my head, but you know. So 230. So we got 23 damage will prevent. So now let's do the head hit. So it does 100. And only 50% armor ignore, so 50 minus 23. So 50 minus 23. And then that number of 27 will be multiplied by 1.5. So it would do 40 HP damage. And if there is a headshot injury multiplier of 1.25, then in that case it would be able to do a severe concussion. I've never heard of that though. So I'm kinda, I believe you, but I don't, I've never seen that. Oh, it's less likely to injure you. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like it is a... It doesn't do the same amount of injury impact as the crit damage multiplier? In other words? Is that kind of what that means? Okay, I see. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, And as long as it doesn't do a major injury, I mean, that is all I care about. The minor head injuries are not that big a deal. It's the major ones that are a real big deal. Let's see, and I suppose I'd probably let that just become one big blob. I don't think I can stop it. Yeah, I saw that when I was looking at the wiki that Fractured Skull was 60% and the severe concussion was 50%. Yeah, agreed. Severe concussion is sufficiently bad. That mission to take the Northern Star from Northern Incursions went away. I might just go fight that northern faction, see if I can find a hedge knight or something. Or not hedge knight, just regular knight. Oh, and actually, though, I am going to check. Did I look here? Yeah, what am I doing? I could have some good stuff here. Oh my goodness. Interesting. So it's got effectiveness against armor and weapon skills build up less fatigue. Weapon skills build up less fatigue and armor roll on that one. Is that the only... So weapon skills building up less fatigue. On this Spear Duelist without any mastery, that could be a pretty good weapon for him. That one-handed mace. The two-handed mace, this one's probably better just because it's got the damage roll even if it's not super high. And the other one-handed mace that I'm using, which... Well... Do you think it's rare you could save them if they get injured? I feel like... I don't know. I've never had a situation where I couldn't. But yeah, it probably at least partially does. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. Though I feel like that's, even if he doesn't get injured, if you're surrounded by 4 chosen, you're in a potentially sticky situation anyway. But I feel like, for me, I genuinely do not fear chosen at all. I find them one of the easier enemies to fight. Unless there are unholds also in that encounter. That does add a huge wild card. But just fighting chosen all on their own with just the 2 spear bros, I can minimize the amount of contact and kind of tear them apart pretty reliably. And I feel pretty good about how those fights go. So I feel like because of like the way I build my companies, you know, and maybe I build them that way because I liked choosing 9 lives over Steel Brow, and then just sort of from iterating on strategies and builds from that point, you know, sort of found myself in a place where you know, it's a chicken and egg problem, I guess, is kind of what I mean. But yeah, probably the enemy that's going to cause head injuries the most, like of regular fights on the map, is definitely going to be chosen. Or just cause, you know, problems for forged bros generally. Where are the northern armies? Come fight me. Yeah, well, and I think a berserker with a Zerk chain is like, that's pretty relevant. Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. I like to do my you know, there's like a Steam achievement for reaching day 365, and it's like one of the handful of ones that I have never done and won't bother to do. Like, I think once you've reached day 190, you should be able to just walk over every single fight on the map. I mean, hell, I think my company is basically there now, right? Like, I don't feel like there is a single fight on the map right now that I couldn't win relatively trivially. And so, I don't know, the game is kind of over, you know. Oh, they get a damage perk at day 190? Okay, I didn't even know that. So that, I guess that explains it. The only like big memorized damage perks that stand out to me are Ancient Dead getting Polearm Mastery at day 100, and Nomads, Outlaws gaining Dodge on day 40, and then Cutthroats gaining it on 35, but that's not quite as big a deal. I think those are the only ones that I have memorized, or that I feel like need to be memorized. Maybe there's others, but if there are, I don't know them. Oh, that's a big little group of goblins. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I suppose if I do enough of these goblin fights, I could, these, patrols are what I need to kill to unlock Goblin City, which I found only just recently. So I actually could go into battle on into the Monolith with a very fancy helmet if I take on Goblin City. Suppose I'll have to get that Nibble Axe Bro out of there at some point here. But yeah, I suppose if I'm playing to day 190, in that case, maybe I've cleared the ancient library, and I've got the jugs, and I've got the extra perk points, and then I do take Steel Brow. On my, I guess on 2 fatigue neutrals anyway. So, the solution is already there. What a shot. I suppose with these goblin spawns, there's probably a goblin camp here somewhere. Oh. Let's see what they're fighting. Oh, they won. Come here, Northern Army. Oh, technically got Berserk there and just ended turn. Kind of forgot what bro I was using. His last attack before he fell. There we go. Just a duelist's hat. I suppose that's all they had equipped, wasn't it? Well, there's a Briggy camp if I want to try to get a long axe still, which I do. I know, I just want the nice fancy helmet. You know? Is that too much to ask? Is it? I just want a shiny helmet. And weirdly enough, maybe one of these raiders will have a long axe for one of my axe fatigue neutrals. Not looking like it so far. Nope, no long axe. This guy's kind of scuffed enough. I should be a little bit careful with him. Don't want to get too careless for no reason. There is a big old two-handed axe on the battlefield after all. Whoa, okay. I think he's got 9 lives. I'm like 90% sure he does, but still. did let a bro be exposed to a lot more risk than I should have. Suppose those two are gone, huh? Yeah, okay. Should probably make sure to cycle Janold out of the lineup. And I might just head on back down to Hikma to do more arena fighting. Get some nice veteran levels. Let's go down this way. Little necromancer camp. Could do that quick on the way. Got a fallen hero up there. Just a regular one. The big old pile of geists back there, as per usual. Yeah, catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. Or I could say, 안녕히 가세요. I always found it kind of cute that the Necromancer responds, like with morale, to when his little zombies are dying. It's like he cares about them, you know? It's endearing. Our necromancer's running away. Cares too much. There he is. He's back. And so are almost all of the enemies. Oh, there was one right there. Didn't even see it. Whiff. All that's left is you, Mr. Necromancer. I'm not gonna let you run away. Are you kidding me? As sad as it sounds, is a decayed coat of plates actually better than... let's see, what do I have? This. Where is the decayed coat of plates? It's like in a way better once I put an attachment on it. It's kind of sad. It's actually really sad. But could throw just like a Lindworm scale cloak on it and it'd be good. It'd feel a little silly, but it would be good. Alright, on down to Hikmah. I'm just gonna let that one go. was kind of hoping that those goblin camps would spawn some champions, but they have not. Still got the well-supplied buff, which I suppose means that it's gonna have the exact same stuff. Yeah, it does. Didn't know if I was gone long enough for the settlement to refresh what it's got. Apparently the answer is no, I wasn't. So I'm going to do these 2 arena fights that are on offer. After clicking my mouse a whole bunch of times, because I love money. Okay. Hedge Knight and 6 raiders. Okay, that's a pretty serious fight, actually. Hedge Knight and 6 raiders. Yowza dowza. Might bring in my best of my best for that one. Which I think is this guy and this guy. Alongside my banner. Yeah, I think these are my best of my best. I'm gonna fight a hedgie. Better bring the good stuff. Let's do it. The 6 raiders actually might hurt him more than help, since they're just gonna die. Oh good. It's not a very scary arrangement for the Hedge Knight, though I love that coat of plates. The old dodge fatigue neutral, going early in the turn order. You love to see it. I'm gonna wait, let that guy go there. There we go. The Hedge Knight is afraid. It's too bad I don't get to keep that armor. Stick around for the next fight at day 129. Oops, that's not what I meant to click on at all. 4 nomads, please. Definitely gonna bring that guy. You know, let's just leave this guy Good old Stone 51. Heads are flying. Sweet. Got the arena fighter buff there. The team is firmly into just smashing as their heart's desire. I don't think I have any use for a gladiator harness here, so I'm just gonna sell it. Buy a variety of foods, and then I think it is actually past my bedtime, and so I think that I'm gonna call it there. Probably my next stream, I think, will be you know, could be the time to do Monolith. Probably have just a little bit of housekeeping and general gallivanting I can do beforehand, but I've got some consumables. I mean, the team is over-prepared. Unquestionably, this should be a Monolith smash. But I like it better when it's a smash. That way I can make mistakes. So, until next time, ta-ta.